You begin in the stillness of water, not a grand river or a glorious lake, but a quiet, overlooked puddle in a rice paddy, kissed by the early morning sun and cradled by reeds. Here, in the calm, nutrient-rich shallows, your egg clings silently to a submerged stem.
Wow.
Your cells are organizing rapidly, building the architecture of a hunter. There are no baby bottles or swaddling cloths waiting for you. In the grand catalog of life, you are a spark, a flash, a fleeting glimmer in the light. The moment you hatch, the world will expect you to feed yourself, dodge death, and grow up fast. One of hundreds, no thousands, scattered by your mother without ceremony. No hugs, no guidance, no older sibling to nudge you forward. Just hunger. And when it doesn't, you sometimes hesitate, clumsily jabbing the water or biting too late. These are rookie mistakes, and they come at a cost. Your nervous system, with its quick synapses and finely tuned reflexes, propels you forward in a constant game of seek and survive. One misstep could mean digestion in someone else's belly. If you don't eat, you don't grow. If you don't grow, someone else will eat you. Relentless, gnawing hunger. Even your older siblings' larger dragonfly nymphs aren't opposed to a bit of cannibalism. You learn to freeze, to dig into the mud, to vanish when danger stirs the water. Every twitch, every bite, every lunge is a lesson encoded in millions of years of evolution. You prowl the silty bottom like a tiny tank on legs, your 6 spindly limbs paddling slowly through the muck. Your eyes compound and bulging scan constantly for motion, drawing in water and pushing it out again with jet-like propulsion. That's right. You move by controlled farting. Elegant, not quite. Effective. No lullabies. Just instinct. The wriggling shadow of a mosquito larva becomes your first target. With lightning speed, your extendable jaw snaps out like a mechanical arm, grabbing your prey and dragging it into your waiting mouth. There's no chewing here. You crush and swallow, and yet you are not helpless. Inside your tiny gelatinous shell, you're already a blueprint of precision. This water may look calm, but danger swims, inches, away tad, poles, fish, even older versions of your own kind. Everyone is hungry. Everyone is watching. You don't know it yet, but time is not on your side. Still, that glimmer is yours. You erupt into the world as a nympha creature that hardly resembles the sleek-winged dragonfly you predestined to become. Your body is squat and armored, built for life underwater. You breathe through gills tucked cleverly inside your rectum. Within minutes of hatching, your instincts kick in. You learn fast. But success is rare at first. Your prey escapes often. Predators lurk at every layer of this ecosystem. Fish dart past in flashes. Frogs' tongues whip out from above. There is no time to reflect or panic. And so, in the quiet chaos of your underwater nursery, you begin the ancient test of natural selection. You are small. Your first real hunt begins not with hunger, but with opportunity. A wriggling shape hovers above the sediment-to-water flea, oblivious, suspended in a moment of perfect vulnerability. Your body tenses, your compound eyes lock in. No one taught you this. It's hardwired into the wiring of your primitive yet ruthlessly efficient brain. You inch closer, anchoring yourself with hooked feet on a blade of submerged grass. Then, with sudden violence, your lower jaw, the labium shoots out in a fraction of a second, snaring the prey in a pair of hook-tipped pincers. The whole thing looks like science fiction, a robotic jaw on a hinge, powered by hydraulic pressure from your hemelympha insect version of blood. There is no celebration, no triumph. You crunch the creature into a slurry of proteins and fats, swallowing it in gulps. Muscles thicken, legs grow stronger. You molt for the first time, shedding your thin outer shell to reveal a larger version of yourself beneath. It's awkward, like waking up in a body that's been resized overnight. Your exoskeleton splits along the back like a zipper under pressure. You wiggle free, vulnerable and soft, your new form slightly larger, slightly more formidable. Then the outer layer hardens again, your armor restored, and life resumes at a faster pace. Maybe you flailed just right, or your spiny legs made you a poor snack. Your mandibles grow stronger. Inside you, hidden away like a secret waiting to be told, the blueprints for wings begin to form. Tiny pads on your thorax swell, hinting at the adult you're slowly becoming. You live, you learn. Fish now recognize you as a threat, not just a snack. Other dragonfly nymphs size you up. Some avoid you, others attack. You learn to fight, to flare your legs wide in warning, to lunge when you must. Your instincts sharpen into reflexes. Inside your gut, specialized enzymes break the meal down into usable energy. Not emotion exactly, but a biological buzz. Your metabolism kicks into gear. Energy surges through your body like a signal flare. Something got to it mid-molt, when its body was soft and helpless. You understand now that timing is everything. Grow too fast, molt too soon, and you risk being eaten before you can harden. Every meal is a milestone, muscles twitch. Organs rearrange themselves, you crawl out of the water and cling to a stalk of grass. Surrounded by warm sunlight and wind you've never felt before, preparing for a transformation unlike any you've experienced so far. Every successful strike a piece of the puzzle that is your survival. Tiny gastric ceca lining your mid-gut release fluids that digest the flea into molecular fuel. Amino acids for building muscle. Glucose for movement. Chitin for your ever-thickening exoskeleton. The rush is chemical, but your next attempt fails. A tiny shrimp senses your lunge and flicks away. The third try, a rotifer too small to catch. The fourth, you're grabbed instead by something larger. Damn selfly nymph. It lets you go this time. For every bite you take, your body adapts. Still, each meal fuels the transformation. You are becoming faster, more precise. The prey grows larger, so do you. One day soon, you won't be the one hunting underwater. You'll rise above it all. You outgrow your skin like a child outgrows old clothes frequently, awkwardly and without warning. Each time, the process is the same. A stillness, a pause, and then the slow, patient act of molting. You molt once, twice, then again up to a dozen times before your journey is done. With each stage, your body shifts, your abdomen lengthens, but with growth comes attention. You're no longer just a speck in the mud. You've become a target. Your underwater world becomes a battlefield of stealth and speed. One afternoon, you catch the scent of hemolymph in the water, a chemical signal of injury. You drift past the shredded husk of another nymph. Still, your own body insists on change. Internal pressure builds. Then one day, without warning, your hunger vanishes. A strange stillness settles over you. This isn't just another molt. This is metamorphosis. But the climb comes at a cost. Leaving the water means leaving safety. The sun is hot, and your moist body begins to dry. Your legs tremble as they grip the reed. But your sluggish, weak molting above water is harder, more dangerous than any you've done before. Your skin cracks once more, and you begin to pull yourself free. It goes badly. Your old exoskeleton catches on your legs. Your thorax emerges at the wrong angle. You dangle half-born and half-trapped. Your metabolism slows to a crawl, conserving what little remains. Water loss threatens your organs. Your new wings, still crumpled, may never inflate properly. Hours pass. A breeze stirs the grass. A bird flutters nearby. You are so close to death, you can feel it. Inside your fragile body, your energy reserves deplete. You hang in limbo, helpless, then a miracle. Clinging to the reed like a survivor from a shipwreck, your wings, twitching faintly, begin to unfold. Slowly, they fill with hemolymph, stretching and flattening into their final formed, delicate yet strong, translucent like stained glass. A droplet of dew rolls down the stalk and lands on your abdomen. Cool, life-giving moisture. It triggers a jolt of motion in your muscles. You push, once more, with everything you have. Covering most of your head and granting you nearly 360-degree vision. Each eye contains over 30,000 facets, letting you track movement with uncanny precision. Your forewings beat independently, allowing you to hover, pivot, dive, and stop in midair with unnatural control. Your wings buzz furiously, your legs kicking as you clash midair. No biting, no blood, but every motion is a test of speed and stamina. You must outfly him, outlast him, show him you're the better suitor. You hover nearby, fluttering your wings in display. Not a dance, exactly, but a signal. I am strong. I am healthy. I have survived. With a final twist, you break free. You collapse forward, the crisis has passed. You've emerged from the water a new creature. You are no longer a nymph. You are now a dragonfly in full splendor, sleek, shimmering, and impossibly fast.
Ow.
Your compound eyes have grown massive. It looks violent, but it's ritual. You form a mating wheel. Your body's linked in a heart-shaped loop. Flight is freedom. Flight is life.
Nice.
But with wings come new rules. You enter a sky already crowded with rivals. Male dragonflies don't just patrol territory, they defend it with aggression that borders on obsession. A small pond can host a dozen males, each claiming a stretch of reed or open water like a private kingdom. You find yours, a narrow inlet at the edge of the paddy. Prime real estate. Then comes the challenge. Another male approaches, wings glinting. He hovers for a moment, watching you. Then he strikes. The aerial battle is fierce. You twist, loop, dive. After minutes of dizzying flight, he retreats. You remain victorious. Now the real prize, the attention of a female. She arrives with caution, her flight slow and deliberate. She inspects your territory. She lands. You seize the moment, clasping her behind the head with specialized appendages on your tail. Your genes have a chance to continue. But the skies are full of competitors, and your reign will not last long. Still, for now, you rule this patch of sunlit air. Once your bodies part, the next stage belongs to her. She carries your sperm inside a special chamber near her abdomen, where it will fertilize her eggs one by one. There's no grand parenting plan, no nest to return to, no school of baby dragonflies to raise. Still, there is care, just not in the human sense. She selects a spot to lay her eggs. Warm, shallow water, with enough reeds and algae to provide hiding places. You follow her, not out of affection, but out of biological duty. Some males guard their mates during egg-laying to ward off rivals. The cycle, continuation. You do not know your parents, and your children will never know you. Yet here you are, making sure they get a decent start. You hover above, circling as she dips her abdomen into the water again and again, depositing one egg after another. Each one contains a spark of potential. It's a strange moment. You feel no paternal pull, but something deep within you acknowledges this act. Your compound eyes, once crystalline, begin to cloud at the edges. You miss a few strikes at prey. You dodge too late. A bird brushes past you one morning and you realize you were seconds from becoming its breakfast. She lays dozens. You rest, not just from exhaustion, but from the quiet knowledge that your purpose is fulfilled. You resume your patrol, your wings catching the golden afternoon light. There is no family reunion in your future. Cells divide, shells stretch. A new generation prepares for the ancient gauntlet you once faced. No bonding. But life does not require sentiment to continue. Maybe hundreds. Dragonflies are prolific for a reason. Most of these young will be eaten within hours of hatching. A few may grow strong. One or two may reach the surface and rise, as you did. And that's enough. As soon as she finishes, you part ways. She drifts off to find more sights. Only instinct and flight. Your wings grow ragged with time. The skies, once yours, become harder to dominate. Younger males arrive faster, fresher. Your reaction time slows. Your flights shorten. You start to linger in warm spots, basking in sunlight instead of chasing rivals. You still eat. You still fly. But something inside you is shifting. Your muscles ache after short sprints, but you're not afraid. You've lived every hour the way your body demanded, fiercely, fully, and fast. One evening, as the sun lowers over the paddies and the wind turns warm and lazy, you land on a slender reed. Somewhere in the water below, your offspring stir. You close your wings. You don't need applause, or a tombstone, or a name remembered. You were a dragonfly, a shimmer in the sun, a flicker above the water, a master of the air. And that was enough.